Hello everyone and welcome back. It has been a while since I've done a video from the photo studio, kind of a more traditional style acne chat. So I'm very excited to be back. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Celine and I am a licensed esthetician and a certified face reality acne expert. And Thursdays at 10 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, we come together and we talk about different topics that surround acne. I like to treat these videos also as an ask me anything kind of opportunity. You can really bring any question you have and I will answer any questions at the end of the video after we talk about whatever topic it is that we are talking about on that day. I also have Morgan in the comments section. If you have any questions for her, she can answer those for you. She is also a licensed esthetician and a certified face reality acne expert. Many of you know her because she does a lot of the acne consultations that come in from all of you. So she'll be there answering questions. If you are tuning in on Facebook or YouTube and you have questions, please follow the link in the comments to watch on our website, because that is where we are pulling the questions from, and then you can really interact with other people who are watching, and you can also see whatever products we are talking about today. We try to make it very easy for you to see what we're talking about, make it clear. If you are on a cell phone, you can click the little 4 square grid in the bottom right corner of your screen. When you click that, then you can see whatever products we're talking about, and you can shop those, and the video will just become small and you can shop our website while I keep talking to you all. So without further ado, let's jump in. We've been getting a lot of questions lately from folks who are seeing their skin change and their acne either flare up or kind of just change because of the summer heat. It is super freaking hot. I don't know about you guys, but in Sacramento, California, it has been 100 degrees every day. We've already had a weekend where it was 110, 113, so we are seeing a lot of heat, and that's really affecting our skin. Obviously, we are sweating a lot more, so that is gonna lead to more sebaceous filaments, which is that sebum in your pores. It kind of gets stuck in there, and sometimes it turns white, sometimes it turns dark, and then becomes a blackhead. These are all things that we are experiencing. A lot of you also are coming to us saying that you are seeing a lot more body acne. And I actually do have a full video on body acne. If you reach out to us, we can send you the direct link. So I'm not gonna dive a ton into body acne today because there's that really great video for you to jump in and watch, but we'll touch on it a little bit. Another thing that people are really experiencing is irritated skin from swimming in the chlorine. So we're gonna start with that topic there. I had several clients reach out just in the last 2 weeks saying either their child or themselves were experiencing irritated stripped skin from swimming in the pool so much because it's so hot, you want to cool off, you want to get in the water. So this is my tip for you. Before you go in the pool, cleanse your skin, then apply a thin layer of Pro Salve. This is Ron Allison's Pro Salve. This is an occlusive. So this will create a protective barrier across your skin that the chlorinated water cannot permeate, and it's going to protect it. What you'll do is you'll keep this on while you're swimming, and when you get out of the pool, you'll wash it off because you'll feel it, you can feel the occlusive layer in your skin. You'll want to wash it off or wipe it off with what I like to use is these clean skin wipes. Another option, I know this is kind of a small tube, especially if you have kids that you're trying to protect, Aquaphor. Aquaphor is acne safe. Apply a very thin layer all over. You don't have to be super generous with it. A thin layer will do, and that's gonna protect your skin from getting stripped by chlorine. Speaking of clean skin wipes, I do want to touch on these a little bit more. This is what I recommend for anyone who's finding that they're breaking out a lot more because they're just sweating a lot throughout the day, or maybe they're working out outside and getting really sweaty. You need these clean skin wipes in your life. These are acne safe. They're a really quick way to cleanse the skin, get the sweat off, and then you can reapply sunscreen afterwards. These clean wipes are not perfect. I'm hoping they kind of continue to make these better and better. The only complaint we have about these wipes is they are a little bit on the dry side. Sometimes it feels like you do a whole pass and you just need a little bit more wiping going on. You need a little more moisture on the wipe. And what I have found is, the first ingredient in these is water, so just add a little bit more water. It's not gonna dilute down the cleansing activity of these wipes. Just add a little bit of water to your wipe and keep going. What you can also do if you don't have any clean water on hand is you can just do a little bit of a facial mist. You can do some isocell recovery solution, which I don't have on me. But anything that can just re-wet that wipe solves that problem. It completely solves it. If you are feeling like, man, these are not wet enough for me, just add a little water, a little sprinkled water, add a little facial mist. That will solve that. The clean skin wipes are amazing too for those body breakouts. If you are finding, especially you're getting body breakouts where you get sweaty and then you're wearing that clothes on top, so like on your back and your chest, if you sweat and you've got the sweaty shirt on top of it, take one of those clean skin wipes, wipe off that area once or twice a day, and you will see a difference in your body breakouts. I just want to touch really quickly on body breakouts because I've got you here. If you are really suffering with body breakouts, grab yourself the Face Reality Acne Wash. The Face Reality Acne Wash works amazing on body breakouts. You could even kind of let it sit on your chest or back while you're doing other things in the shower to really let that benzoyl peroxide that's in there really get to work on your body breakouts. But that's my best tip. If you are experiencing body breakouts for the first time, or maybe you get them every summer, try out that tip, as well as cleansing regularly with some clean wipes. My next topic is just getting really oily throughout the day. I also suffer from this. I go from being a combination skin type to being very oily as soon as the summer heat hits. So I actually have a new product for you guys. This actually just went live, I want to say on Friday of last week, onto the website. These are brand new sunscreens that came out. I love these. These are acne safe, vegan and cruelty free, oil free, and just a really straightforward, simple formula that will not break you out but will protect your skin. It also disappears amazingly on all skin tones. I'm going to show you guys the sheer, which is just the untinted version first. This version is for like very, very fair folks, but I feel like everyone else is going to like the tinted because the tinted doesn't leave like makeup coverage on your skin. It just helps the mineral formula blend into your skin a little better. So let me show you the sheer. It just disappears. It's such a nice sunscreen. And there's no scent, and it dries down to like a natural skin-like matte satin finish. So this is amazing if you feel like your sunscreen is leaving you feeling greasy or you need oil controlling throughout the day. Switch to this sunscreen. This is what I've switched to. I also liked Clear Choice because it also blends in like this, but Clear Choice is a very dewy and moisturizing formula. It was just a little too greasy feeling for me and my oily skin. So this has been my go-to now. It just dries down. It feels like nothing. It's super soft. I love this sunscreen. So that's the sheer. And then let me show you the tinted, which is what I would recommend for everyone else. This works amazingly on deep skin tones. It's beautiful. I know that we are working on getting swatches up on the website of this on all skin tones. So that's the tinted. And it just blends in. It gives me like a nice little warm tint to my skin. I'm very fair, so I've been using the untinted one, but I feel like I could get away with using this one too. It's just so beautiful, blends right in. You can even mix the two, the sheer and the tinted. And it just dries down. It feels like I have nothing on my skin now. It really helps control oil production throughout the day. And with that, if you still feel like you are oily and getting oily throughout the day, then I recommend picking up an acne safe finishing powder. I have two options for you guys. I have the Lily Low Flawless Matte. This is our best-selling finishing powder. Folks love this stuff. This just leaves a very soft, matte finish to the skin and will also help control oil throughout the day because those powders absorb. The other one, this is my go-to. So Flawless Silk is interesting because it's a powder, so it's going to control your oil production throughout the day, but it's not mattifying. It has the faintest, finest ground luminescence in it. Oh, it's gonna be so hard to show this on camera, but it doesn't turn your face matte. It keeps it into this luminous finish while the powders are still absorbing your excess oils. And it's so difficult to show that in the camera, but that is Flawless Silk. It has a tiny bit of tint to it to help it blend into the skin and brighten. It's beautiful. And let me show you Flawless Matte. There's Flawless Matte. It is like your straightforward matte powder, and it works really lovely. It is also very finely ground. I'm gonna probably apply too much. I have a huge chunk on my finger right now. But this is the mattifying. Yeah, I added a ton to the back of my hand. My hand's like, whoa. Really hard to tell, but it is definitely that matte finish versus slightly more luminescent finish from Flawless Silk. There was one other finishing powder from them. I think it's Flawless something else. You'll see when you go on there. And it is the, it's right in the middle of these two. It's not full matte, but it's not quite as like brightening as this Flawless Silk powder. So I kind of recommend these two. I played around with the one in the middle, and it's kind of like this is nice, but I feel like I either want to go matte or I want to go illuminating. That's kind of my honest take on those. Okay, moving right along with my summer tips, I have another new product for you all. This is the Dr. SD Aqua Infusion Water Drop Cream. And this stuff is wild. Okay, so if you feel like you're oily, you're getting more blackheads, you're getting more congestion, you're getting more sebaceous filaments in the summer, it might be a sign that you need to go to a lighter moisturizer. Your skin is producing a lot of oil, and you don't need to add any more extra oil on top of your skin. You need more water hydration to keep your skin in balance. That is why I love this Aqua Infusion cream. It's impossible to show unless you feel it with your own hands, but it looks like a cream. Let's see, where have I not put product yet? We'll do it on my arm. It looks like a cream. And then as soon as you touch it and start to rub it in, it feels like water. It's like, I don't know how to describe it other than that. It like literally just turns into water on your skin. And then at least my skin just like soaks it right up. It's like all the water hydration that my skin wants, while still giving it that barrier protection and hydration throughout the day that my skin needs, especially because I am using acne correctives like mandelic acid, salicylic acid, and benzoyl peroxide. So this is my recommendation. If Clearderma is feeling too heavy for you, or whatever cream you're using is feeling too heavy, switch to this. It's like a cream and a gel had a baby, and it's wild. It is a wild formulation, acne safe, no fragrance, smells like absolutely nothing, which I like. And we have not had anyone have any kind of reactions to this. It's very sensitive, skin friendly. My alternative, which is what you guys probably already have in your cupboard, is get out that Hydro Balance gel. You can use Hydro Balance in place of Clearderma in the summer. I know, I said that. You don't need Clearderma in the summer if your skin is super, super oily. Your skin just wants that water hydration. It's gonna balance your skin out, especially if you're putting a sunscreen on top. So you're already getting a little barrier protection from your sunscreen. You don't necessarily need to get that moisturizer on. You can stick with a gel. I love this gel because it reminds me of, it is not acne safe, so hopefully you guys aren't out there using it, but the Milk Makeup Hydro, it's like a Hydro Bounce or Hydro something primer. You know what I'm talking about if you know. It's this green primer from Milk Makeup. It's very, very popular, and it creates this like sticky, very dewy base for your makeup that is totally what Hydro Balance does. I've actually put Hydro Balance on top of my sunscreen before my makeup application because it gives this really beautiful, dewy look to the skin. Mine's kind of greenish. It's a greenish batch this time. The color changes with every batch. But it's just very lightweight gel. Definitely more lightweight than the Aqua Infusion cream. So this is for my oily folks that just need water hydration. And a nice dewy, bouncy finish for makeup. I love that about this gel. I'm covered in product now. Okay, let's see if you guys have questions. Ben?
Yeah, I think you covered it already, but maybe you could go into, somebody was wondering if the clear SPF is good for dark skin tones, and like
Yes.
how dark of a skin tone can you go?
So I have seen this on a, I mean, very, very deep skin tone. And it blended in really, really, really lovely. Like very deep skin tones. This looks really, really good. I want to say, Ben, what's our ETA on having some swatch pictures up with MJ?
Oh, we can work on that next week. Yeah.
Yeah. So very soon we will have swatch pictures coming out. I know I'm a very bad example of this blending in because I am very white. So we are working hard to get more swatch pictures of these because they are so, so lovely on deep skin tones. Anything else?
Not yet. Is there anything else you can talk about?
Let's see, what else can we talk about? So I wanted to talk to you guys more about cleansing today because that makes a huge difference in the summer if you are really experiencing a lot of clogged pores and sebaceous filaments. But next week is going to be all about double cleansing. So next week we're going to dive into cleansing as well as some of my favorite slightly more exfoliating cleansers that you can use in the summer because your skin is more oily. You need a little bit of a stronger cleanser to get through all that oil. So we're going to dive into that next week. So I don't want to spoil it all now.
We got a question.
Okay.
What are your thoughts on icing?
Icing. I think that icing is really helpful for inflamed skin. So using it on inflamed skin is very calming. It helps reduce inflammation. You just want to make sure you're doing it, smartly. I think the main criticism of icing comes from people saying that you can damage your skin because you're holding ice in one spot, but that's just like we don't recommend doing that. You want to be gliding over the skin gently with an ice globe. You can use an ice cube with a paper towel at the end of it. There's a lot of different ways that you can do icing. It's super affordable. I mean, it's close to free if you have water in a freezer. It's something that anyone can do to bring inflammation down in their skin. But you want to make sure you're doing it right after cleansing and then make sure you tone your skin afterwards. And then you can go on with your routine. Super, super helpful for inflamed skin. Just don't hold it in one place. Make sure you're moving it around. You can damage your skin by holding an ice cube on your skin for too long. That's just the truth of it, but most of us are gonna be moving around. If you feel pain because you're holding it too long, then you're holding it too long. So that's my hot take on icing. Any other questions for me?
Jesse wants to know, do you think you'll carry When Life Gives You Lemons foundation? I don't know what that is.
Oh, okay. I ordered that and I tried it like 2 years ago when they first came out. I didn't love it for my skin. We could try testing it out a little more. I found that it was very drying and kind of uncomfortable on the skin. But I'm not against testing it out again. Let me know, do you like that stuff? Is that a Holy Grail foundation for you? What do you like about it? Do you find that you don't break out when using it? Or do you break out? I want to know what you love about that foundation because we're always open to bringing on new items that our clients love. Let me know.
So no more questions at the moment.
All right, well, hang out here in case you guys have any questions. Any questions are welcome.
Are there any new products you're really excited about?
Mostly my Clear SPF. This was my baby. I found this stuff. I tested this stuff. I used it for weeks and weeks. This is my new product drop baby. I love this sunscreen so, so much. It has made a huge difference in how oily my face is throughout the day. But it sits comfortably. It doesn't feel drying or like sticky or stiff. It doesn't feel thick. This one is silicone free. So if you're someone who does not like a lot of silicones or that silicone-y feeling in your sunscreen, this is a great choice for you. It is very different in feel from the Tizo sunscreens that many of you are familiar with. Because Tizo, they're priming sunscreens. So they have that nice silicone-y feel that really grips your skin, smooths your pores, helps your makeup stick to it. But some people don't like all that silicone and they don't like the feeling of that. It is like an interesting feeling. So these don't have that silicone-y feeling and they're beautiful. I think they're really amazing sunscreens.
So Jessie says about the makeup,
Okay.
she would just like to have more options and she hasn't tried it yet. so I think she's just curious about it.
Ah, okay, okay.
And then she was wondering, do you prefer the clear SPF over Tizo?
So, yes. Because I don't love that silicone feeling. It's just not my favorite in the world. I like a little more lightweight feeling. And I also find that the Tizo 3, in my preference, is a little bit too matte. Like, people love that stuff because it's matte. It gives you that nice matte finish. But I like something a little bit less matte, and that is what the clear SPF gives me. I do like it more than the Tizos for that reason. They dry down so lightweight, and like there's nothing on your skin. Yeah, that's my personal jam. I know that other people at Artist Skincare have their preferences. I've got some die-hard skin perfection lovers. There's just so many different preferences, but this one is mine.
I want to know, how do you think it compares to Clear Choice?
So it's just different. So Clear Choice also just disappears into the skin. But Clear Choice has a very strong, people describe the scent differently. It's funny. So I think it smells like cucumbers. Other people think it smells like bananas. And then I've also heard someone say that it smells like baby powder. I think I've heard that one. So there's lots of different descriptions of that scent. It does have some oils in it. So for people who want to avoid oils, Clear Choice might not be the best choice for you. It does have a really dewy, shiny finish. I know Ben loves that stuff. Dewy, shiny finish. It is very cost effective, so it's a great option for slathering all over your body. But I don't really like the smell. I'm oily, so it's a little bit too moisturizing for my skin. So I prefer the clear SPF for that reason, just because clear SPF dries down matte and weightless, and Clear Choice is more moisturizing. It does have oils in it that help moisturize the skin.
Cool, so depending on your skin type.
Yes, it's really going to depend on your preferences and your skin type. If you have super oily skin, Clear Choice might feel a little too moisturizing for you.
Cool. Summer wants to know your thoughts on Priya Cosmetics. She's looking for an acne safe highlighter.
Priya Cosmetics is a great company. Their stuff is all acne safe. You won't have to worry about that. That is definitely a great option. We also have the Lily Lolo Stardust highlighter. I don't know if you've seen that one. That one is gorgeous. And also this Flawless Silk is kind of like a highlighter because it does have that sheer luminance. So those are all things to look into. But yeah, Priya's a great option. You could definitely peek at their offerings as well.
Cool. That's it.
All right. I guess we will wrap it up. I'll be back next week and we'll be talking about cleansing. And because of that, we're going to talk a little bit about sebaceous filaments, which is when you just have all this like built up little gunk in your pores. They're not necessarily blackheads, but they're not pimples. They just build up. And we're going to talk about that when we dive into double cleansing and all things cleansing next week. So Thursday, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time.